All right, shalom. This is Chanak An Bayasha Allah from the GMS Lions Den Camp. First and foremost, I'd like to say Kal Halayim La Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Harikah Kodash Ma'amah. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the Akin that are pushing the truth and sincerity and truth, and peace and blessings to the men, women, and children. I believe in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right, I just want to do a quick lesson on a comment that I posted on somebody's Instagram and their response, um, dealing with kingdoms and money. All right, it was actually a female, and her response to me is if I was ignorant or I didn't have any understanding. Um, so it's just a whole funny situation because in the beginning I was just being sarcastic. Because I don't think she knows this, but I know her from like high school and things like that. I don't think she knows who I am. Um, but I could explain to her, but that's besides the point. But the point is, her responses and her thought process is is the thought process of mainly all Drake women. Their mind is only on riches, and that's why they respect whoever's in authority. And Esau has money right now, so they're trying to get that money together, like how what I'm saying. Esau has money. And that's just like how you have Cardi B with that song, All I Need Is the Money. All the bitch needs is the money. All the bitch want is the money. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing more that she like more than checks. And that's the type of spirit a lot of these women are in. They'll pass by a man of the Lord because he seems impoverished and go to a man with money because he seems to be rich. But that's not the case. All right, so I'm gonna read the comments and everything, and then I'm gonna go into some scriptures, and Lord willing to be edified and serve His purpose. All right. It says so. The post says, "Don't be a queen waiting on a king. Be a busy queen with her kingdom until her king arrives." And my response was, um, let me find it. My response was, "How can you have a kingdom without a king?" All right. And so I was just going into basically being sarcastic, saying because it would be more so of a queendom because, like a kingdom is a dominion or the reign of a king. Um, so that's basically where I was going with it. But I guess she got offended and says her response was, wait a minute, let me find it. Okay, so it said her response to that was um, so I was asking, how can you have a kingdom without a king? It says her response was easy. I do it every day when I wake up to go get the money and create money making avenues to take care of myself and my children. My life and kingdom awaits for no one. I put my crown on the same way a king does, but a true king puts his crown on through wisdom. All right, and then so when she said that, my response was, um, so you base the value of your kingdom on how much money you can make. It says, look whose face is on the money. That's that you're trying to chase after. That's who kingdoms it is. Focus on getting wisdom, not money. Well, not she can't really get wisdom. She can get uh like knowledge if she's being taught. All right. It said focus on wisdom, not money. That's something we can pass on from generation to generation. All right. So her reply was, "LOL, you're funny, and please don't put words in my mouth." I didn't put any words in my mouth. She just basically talked about the money she's gonna make and the money making avenues. That was the basis of her kingdom. So I didn't put any words in her mouth. It says, "One tries to concentrate on being so wise and woke," and she put quotation marks on the woke, "yet come across extremely ignorant." So she's saying I'm ignorant. Um, it says, "Surely you possess those same dollars you speak of. Are you homeless? Are you hungry? and clearly you have access to a phone or a computer which uses the internet, and clearly not free. I am very intelligent and can stand to teach you a thing or two. No validation needed from you, sir. FYI, you might want to look up the definition of queen. And queen has multiple definitions. One of the definitions of the word queen could be whore, going back to the etymology of that word if you want to get technical with it. All right? So my response to that was no, I am not homeless. I've been blessed financially to take care of my household. Been a single father for 14 years. I I think you're missing my point. Never said that you don't need money in this society. The only thing I'm saying, this money shouldn't be the main focus. The reason being, this whole rat race was designed to keep our minds occupied on something that really doesn't exist. It is a form of fiat currency which doesn't exist. It is not backed by a gold standard. The only thing backing it, this money that we run after, is the military. All right, there was a time where a regular 9 to 5 job could take care of a household. However, now because of hyperinflation and global economic crash and an economic proxy wars, we have to do so much more to sustain the household. In addition, with what Trump is doing in the office, he's trying to get rid of the middle class, because that's what he's doing. He's taking away the middle class, so you only have the rich and the poor. So we're like, America is in so much debt right now. The bubble, the bubble is the biggest that it's ever been in the history of America. And for these people to be chasing money, they chase money, but they don't even study the money that they're chasing after. So they don't even know that the things they're chasing after is vanity. All right. It says, okay. So Trump is doing what Trump is doing in the office. He's trying to get rid of the middle class. All right, to where there will be only the upper class and the lower class, no more middle. We are about to witness the biggest economic crash since 1929, and it's talked about to be worse than 1929. All right, what is going to be it's going to be a reset in the market. Whenever they reset the market like that, they have to bring forth a new form of currency. If they reset the market, they're not going to bring the same form of money, all right, when they do a market reset or economic reset like that. They're not going to bring forth the same type of currency. It's going to be switched, and it's going to go to the RFID chip. All right, it says that's why everything is moving. Everything's going digital, moving to a cryptocurrency. So the smart thing to do would to be invest in some form of cryptocurrency like Bitcoin. I was just saying that in retrospect, just to be like, hey, if you're chasing money, if you're on the carnal side of things, invest in something like a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin. It says that's why the setting up of a blockchain system is to use the people as the currency instead of using some form of a note. That is why it is almost a cashless society now. And that is when they are going to introduce the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, according to Revelation chapter 13. And that's going to be the new form of currency. You need to understand these things to learn how to prepare. We need to understand these things to learn how to prepare these ourselves. All right. So, of course, I didn't get a response back after that. But, in addition, that's the mindset that, of course, she's a Jake woman, Judah, the Negro woman. That's the mindset the majority of our women are in, focused upon getting richer. So if you got a lot of money, then you're a successful man. All right, not if you could be a dumb rich nigga, and they'll look at you as if you're intelligent. All right, so that's what they base success on. And that's what they base riches on. But the true kingdom, matter of fact, all right, this is the definition of the word kingdom. It says a country, state, or territory ruled by a king or queen, which is not, that's false, because, well, I guess you can call it that, but what would be the definition of a queendom though? Because you can go to queendom and it says a definite or realm, put together that was put in rulership by a female or a woman. Um, so, but look at the second definition. It says a realm associated with the regarding as being under control by. Hold on, Shlaki. The second definition says the spiritual reign or authority of Yahweh, the rule of Yahweh or Yahweh Shai in a future age. All right, heaven as the abode of Yahweh and of the faithful after death. All right, which some of us aren't going to see death, but we're going to be changed. So that's the true definition of a kingdom. So that's the kingdom we should be trying to prepare for, not trying to gain riches on this world. When the devil, which is Esau, all right, sets the value of the money that we chase behind in this rat race. All right. So what happens if you gain $1 million and they say, okay, now the dollar's done away with? So all that time you spent gaining all that money comes to nothing. Then you have no wisdom to back yourself up, to stabilize yourself, to move on to the next level. All right. So I understand we're gonna have to eat. We need our daily bread, but that shouldn't be our main focus. All right. Matter of fact, let me get Sirach 26. All right, let me get this real quick. Sirach 26 and 4. It says, whether a man be rich or poor, if he have a good heart towards the Lord, he shall at all times rejoice with a cheerful countenance. All right? So you can't rejoice all the time with a cheerful countenance, because if you're chasing behind that money, that's where your mind is going to be. You're going to see the fluctuation in the stock market. If you're really chasing money, you're gonna watch the economic infrastructure. You're gonna be watching all these. You're gonna watch the stock market. You're gonna watch anything. You're gonna watch commodities, trade market. You're gonna watch everything that has to deal with money if you're really chasing money. All right. Not out here calling yourself a hustler. I'm getting the bag. I'm securing the bag. You're not securing nothing. You're securing something that belongs to somebody else. The individual that created the system, man. All right. But within that, if you have a good heart towards Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, because look at Daniel, look at Jeremiah, look at Joseph, they were put in situations of wealth, but they had a heart towards Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So their main concern wasn't the money, but look at Solomon, because he was the richest man that ever walked this earth, not no Massa Musa, Solomon. All right. So with that being said, but he sought wisdom first, and then the Most High made sure he became rich, because he wasn't caring about the money. He was caring about wisdom. All right. Let me get Revelation chapter 2 verse 9. It says, I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. All right. And so we're rich. What makes us rich? We're rich in wisdom. All right. Because the children of Israel were the only ones that are going to be able to get this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. All right, so that's what makes us rich, and we're also rich in faith, because we don't have faith in the system, because you're chasing behind the dollar and they cut the dollar off. What do you have? You have nothing. All right, it says, I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogues of Satan. So they worship Satan. So if you're worshiping that money, if you're running behind that money, that's just worshiping Satan, man. Another scripture I want to get is Matthew chapter 6, verse 19. It says, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. All right, so that's where our mind should be, man. Okay, labor, like so as a woman, these women, the women, as a daughter of Zion, all right, as a princess of Yahweh, all right, she should be focused upon giving something to her kids that they can take with them, all right, putting them on the videos, putting them, letting her kids know Yahweh is the name of the Father, Yahweh Shai is the name of the Son, all right. She needs to be putting her kids up on these things, so when she passes and her kids are still here, and everything changes, that she tried to, when you try to set up, a lot of times we try to, as human beings, we try to set up trust funds and things like that for our children to leave behind with them when we die. But what happens if that bank forecloses, or if that bank goes bankrupt, or they have a bank run, and so everything that you left up for your children, you're not even able to give to them, or sometimes something happens in the litigation or the paperwork, and the state takes all your assets. Things like that happen all the time when people pass on and thinking that they're leaving their children something. But you know what? If you leave your children wisdom, that's something that cannot be taken from them. You know? All right, it says, but verse 20, it says, but lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven where neither moth nor rust corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. So if your mind is always on the money, she said as soon as she wake up, when she wake up in the morning, she going to get the money and getting avenues for the money. All right, but where's the avenue for Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai? You know, it says the light of the body is the eye. Therefore, thine eye. If therefore thine eye be single, the whole body shall be full of light. All right. So single upon who? Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. But if your eye is single, is set forth, and your main focus is the money, you're in complete utter darkness, and you don't know what's about to come. All right. It says, but if thy eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. If therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness? And that's a great darkness, man. It says, no man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve Yahweh and Mammon. So if you out here trying to get the money, man, Yahweh's getting in the way of you. You ain't got time for all that. You ain't got time to, you know what I'm saying, pray. Your main focus is on the money. And you're giving thanks to if you are praying about the money that you're giving thanks to the devil. You know, and don't even know it, because your light is utter darkness. All right, so you cannot serve two masters. You cannot serve Yahweh and Mammon. And Mammon is money. All right, this is Matthew 19:24. It says, and again I say unto you, it is easier for a camel to go through an eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter in the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of Yahweh. All right, so and like I read earlier, it said, whether thou be rich or poor, have a good heart towards the Lord. So that's not saying if you in this truth and you got money that you're not gonna make it to the kingdom. That's not what I'm saying at all. But if you got money, you know, have a good heart towards you. How about Shem Yahweh Shai, man? All right. Next scripture is, let me get Ecclesiastes 7:12. It says, for wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense, but the excellency of the knowledge. Shlakia, hold on. All right, let me start that over. It says, for wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense, but the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. All right, so if you're around here chasing after money, you're not chasing after life, you're chasing after death, man. All right. All right, this is Isaiah chapter 55, verse 1. It says, ho, every one that thirsteth, come ye, all right, to the waters, and he that hath no money, come ye buy and eat. Yea, come buy wine and milk without money and without price. All right, so you could come to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai without money. All right, you know, it's because we're going to be redeemed without money. You know, it says, "Wherefore do ye spend money for that which is not bread, and labor for that which is satisfieth not? Hearken diligently unto me, and eat ye that which is good. All right, and let your souls delight itself in fatness." All right, and fatness and richness of the spirit, man. That's what makes us rich, man. All right. We got a couple more scriptures, and I'm gonna close it out. Next scripture is 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 10. It says, "For the love of money is the root of all evil, which some have coveted after they have erred from the faith." And that's just it. If you're waking up and the first thing you're thinking about is how to get some money, the first thing you should think about is giving thanks and praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, making you able to wake up in the morning. How can you be beneficial to him? All right. It says, and they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. And you get many sorrows, man, running and chasing after the money. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 8, verse 5. It says, "If riches be a possession to be desired in this life, what is richer than wisdom that worketh all things," man? And that's the thing. What yo, that's just it. That's self-explanatory, man. If riches is wisdom is worth more than any you know what I'm saying, any jewel, roughly paraphrasing. You know? That's just it. Alright? What the fuck? Alright. Next scripture, like two more scriptures, and I'm gonna close it out. Let me get Sirach chapter 10, verse 31. It says, he that is honored in poverty, how much more when in riches? All right, so we seem to be impoverished right now, but the Most High is lifting us up, man, and said he that is dishonorable in riches, how much more in poverty? And Esau is dishonorable in his rich carnal state, but how much more dishonorable is he gonna be, right? When he's impoverished. All right, and the last one is Sirach 31:1. It says, "Watching for riches consumeth the flesh, and the care thereof driveth away sleep." All right. With that being said, and that's just it. Well, yeah, that's matter of fact. Let me keep going. It says, "Watching care will not let a man slumber, as a sore disease breaketh sleep. The rich have great labor in gathering riches together, and when he resteth, he is filled with his delicates." All right. So it's a constant, just like how it's a constant struggle in this truth. When you're dealing with this truth, it's even more of a constant struggle trying to chase after riches, especially being a Jake, when the society is set up against you for you not to be able to get these riches as easily as Esau. All right, so our main focus and goal should be on the richness of wisdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. As a matter of fact, I'm going to close it out with this. It says, Jeremiah 9:23, it says, "Thus saith the Lord, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom." That's talking about in his own wisdom, all right? "Neither let the mighty man glory in his might. Let not the rich man glory in his riches. But let him that glorieth glory in this, that he understandeth and knoweth me, that I am the Lord, which exercise loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth. For in these things I delight, saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai." With that being said, I'd like to say, Kal Halayim La Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Harakakwadash, my mouth. Double honors to the elder apostles, the great millstone, and salutation to the Akim that are pushing the truth, the sincerity, and truth, and peace and blessing to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Shalom.